And while crime runs rampant in the streets, the Democrats' focus is on targeting Trump supporters with a new January 6th committee. Yesterday, Nancy Pelosi unveiled legislation to create one that would have subpoena power and no fixed end date. In other words, this committee will have free rein to harass and vilify Pelosi's own political opponents. Here now is Dinesh D'Souza, conservative author, filmmaker, and host of the Dinesh D'Souza podcast, and Greg Jarrett, Fox News legal analyst. All right, Dinesh, this just shows that the Republicans who voted against the original January 6th commission were correct. This is just going to be used as a political cudgel. And what is it that she needs to know anyway at this point?
I don't think that this can be seen as any kind of genuine investigation or impartial inquiry. I think what's happening is that the Democrats' narrative about January 6th, which they began to put out as the event was occurring, this idea that it was a seditious, an attempt to overthrow the government, it was a riot, it was akin to 9/11 or the Oklahoma City bombing. So you've got all these statements made by Mayorkas, made by Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, made by Biden himself, the worst violence since the Civil War. And as we begin to learn more about January 6th, one after another, these lies are beginning to collapse.
Yes.
There were no people in the Capitol who took weapons with them. The only shot fired was fired by a Capitol Hill police officer into the neck of a Trump supporter. There were all these lies about Brian Sicknick. So they know this, and so their narrative is falling apart. And I think this task force is intended to kind of try to shore up a collapsing building.
And the amazing part of it, Dinesh, is that the Capitol police officer who shot Ashley Babbitt, we still don't know his name. We don't know anything about it. And the only person was shot by a Capitol police officer. Anyway, Greg Jarrett, your take on that.
Well, Nancy Pelosi politicizes everything. This is no different. Even the fairly neutral Associated Press called this a partisan commission because it is. Pelosi picks all the members. She said, oh, I might pick one Republican. Oh, gee, how generous. So, this is a charade. As a consequence, it will have zero credibility. And as you point out, Janine, it's unnecessary. We all watched what happened on January 6th. There's no great surprise there. People breached the Capitol. They committed crimes. They're being prosecuted as they should for that. So, we're not going to find out anything terribly new here. And third, it's redundant. The House and Senate already investigated this. It was called Trump impeachment #2. But in Nancy Pelosi's twisted mind, no dead horse will be left unbeaten when it comes to the great villain Donald Trump. And finally, we know what this is going to look like. It's going to be blather central. Yeah, they'll call a few witnesses. We'll be lucky to get words in edgewise. Instead, the members of the committee will prance and preen in front of television cameras with over-the-top outrage over what happened on January 6th. Please spare me the fake hysteria. And in the end, by the way, they'll produce a report nobody reads.
You know what, Greg? What is amazing, though, is that everyone who was involved in January 6th, who has been identified as being prosecuted, and everyone, it appears on some of these, the Black Lives Matter, the movement, I mean, the organization, when they were burning down streets, people are being let go left and right by prosecutors. The difference in the way these defendants are being handled is stunning. If you're on the right, you get prosecuted. If you're on the left, you don't. But I want to bring up one of MSNBC's favorite never-Trumpers couldn't hold back his glee for Pelosi's partisan committee. Take a listen.
This is important that Nancy Pelosi says this is a patriotic duty. This is something that we do because we love the Constitution, because we believe in law and order, and because we back the blue. And I think that would be immensely strengthened if she were to put Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger on this committee.
Okay, so Dinesh, adding two of Trump's most rabid haters to the committee, does that do anything to make the committee more legitimate in the eyes of the American people who are not stupid?
You know, I think the thing that we really need is the full footage of January 6th. Now, the government has it, but they don't want to release it. So what they've been doing is pulling out little snippets and giving them to favorable people in the press to parade. Hey, look, this guy's yelling at a policeman. Hey, look, this guy used an obscenity. Very often, if you get a little bit of an enlarged picture of what happened, you see that that poor guy is getting tear gas thrown at him. So naturally, he shouts something out. And so what's happening here is the government is editing the data that's being made available to the American people. So we don't need another slanted commission. We actually just need to get a better look, a more up-close look at recorded evidence that exists, but which the government is withholding from the defendants of January 6th and also from the American public.
All right, Dinesh and Greg Jarrett, thank you so much.